Wow, today's headline: Fear mounts over Nigerians' future as agitations for secession amid violence. Insecurity continues in the country. That Nigeria, the world's largest black nation, is at a crossroad. It's at the moment of consensus, both within and outside the borders of the country. Fear about the future of the Nigeria and about a possible breakup of the former British colony has continued to mount, especially since the beginning of the year 2021. An indication that the fear is real was expressed by no other person than the Nigerian president himself, Muhammadu Buhari, in his beginning of Ramadan message to all Nigerian Muslims. President Muhammadu Buhari, in a statement issued by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, called on Nigerian Muslims to reject voices that tend to cause division in the country as they embark on the holy month of Ramadan. The statement read, President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday welcomed the beginning of Muslims' holy month of Ramadan, which marked the commencement of 30 days of fasting. In a message to the nation to mark the occasion, President Muhammadu Buhari prayed to Allah to accept our sacrifices and increase the unity, solidarity, peace, and property of the nation. He urged Muslims in the country to exercise patience and tolerance and reject voices that seek to divide the nation. He also urged all citizens to show compassion to the millions of the less endowed and remember those that have been displaced by conflicts in their charity and prayers in this important period. The president, from the statement, recognized that there are increased voices calling for the breakup of the nation, and a high number of citizens have been displaced by conflicts that have successfully driven the nation to the edge. Nigerians believe that all over the country, practical signs abound to suggest that things are not just right, and that except concrete steps are taken by the government and various political actors and leaders of thought in the different regions of the country, then things will truly get worse and hit the crucible. In the southwest, a region it's considered to be pliant, docile, and unambitious when it comes to self-determination, or using one of the most used words in the nation today, secession, a renewed vigor for the Oduduwa Republic, promoted by the monthly crowd of self-determination groups, also emerged. To drive their demand for the Oduduwa Republic home, the groups, under the leadership of Professor Banji Akintoye Ilana Omo Yoruba, held a self-determination rally in Ibadan, the regional headquarters in Ibadan, the regional headquarters of the Southwest, last week. For the group, the rally that initially looked scuttled by the police who took over its original venue was a major statement that they mean business and are ready to pursue either dream of a Yoruba republic. Aside the core Yoruba states, participants came from Delta, Edo, Kwara, and Kogi State, expressing their readiness for the Oduduwa Republic. Recall that the agitation for secession in the southeast is legendary, with a call for the Biafra nation, which started in 1967 when the then colonial Odumegu Ojukwu of the Nigerian Army declared a breakaway Biafran state. Though the war ended in victory, no anguish or vanquished, the dream of some actors in the southeast remains alive and has even become more threatening. From the movement for the sovereign state of Biafran MASOP, Biafra Independence Movement BIM, to the now proscribed indigenous people of Biafran IPOB, all calling and working for an independent Biafran nation, and it is certain that they cannot wait to get out of Nigeria. The northern part of the country has been a theater of war, occasioned by collapsed security and making life to become the cheapest article. The Boko Haram Islamic State of Western African province had for more than a decade sought to establish a caliphate, especially in the northeastern part of the country, an obvious call for the establishment of a separate country where a strict version of Islamic Sharia or Sharia law would take the center stage. A lot has been spoken, and also in the north, specifically the northwest and the north central territories. Commonly, it deferred to as bandits have taken up arms against the Nigerian state and its citizens, precipitation of reign of terror, where citizens are either killed or adopted en masse all will, while security agencies rather look helpless and governments resorting to negotiation to secure the release of the victims that were kidnapped and persecuted. It is so bad that the government in that part of the country are at the mercy of the bandits, going cap in hand to beg for the release of citizens they were meant to protect from any form of harms. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow, this is it. I think this news has explained itself already. This country should be a country of peace and not a country of violence, and not a country of fight or crisis. Look at the message President Buhari sent. I don't think Buhari should be uttering such a statement about the things that are going on in this country. Indication that the fear is real. It was expressed by no other person than President Buhari itself, which is not supposed to be. It sent this message to Nigerian Muslims during the Ramadan, which is not supposed to be heard from someone we call a leader. Yes, in the message to the nation, he marked the occasion. President Buhari also prayed to Allah to accept his sacrifices and increase the unity, solidarity, peace, and prosperity of the nation. God will definitely do that if the right thing is done. If Buhari can do the right thing. What are the right things? Let him make sure that he organizes his people, his citizens, Nigerians, to be at peace. Because the way things are going on now, Nigerians are not at peace at all. They are not at peace. So I think if really he wants people to believe, other countries to trust him, other citizens in the other country to trust him, or the citizen in this country to trust him, let him fight against this violence.